Regenerative medicine made easy, affordable, and profitable without spending tons of your valuable time and money. If you've wanted to offer regenerative medicine before, but weren't sure how to do it successfully, correctly, and legally, then this video is for you. There are limitations to the ability and speed to heal and regenerate as we age, and this is why regenerative medicine and human cell and tissue therapy, commonly known as stem cell therapy, is so intriguing to me. This therapy and care is unique because it only uses natural therapies that work synergistically with the body, not against it. One of my colleagues started us on this regen medicine journey when he experienced the power of regenerative medicine firsthand. He injured his shoulder 3 years ago in a fall. He knew right away it was not a simple sprain or strain. He could not lift his hand above his ear for over 3 weeks. He's an active, very fit guy. He could no longer lift weights. He couldn't even do simple push-ups. He tried all the conservative therapy he could find. Nothing worked. He had radiating pain down his left arm for 8 months, all while trying to adjust patients, which flared it up each time. He had never had a cortisone shot in his life. The pain was so bad that he broke down and had 3 cortisone shots in 8 months just to try to get some relief. No, they didn't work, and that's what led us to find regenerative medicine. He had his left shoulder injected with human cell and tissue products, also known as stem cells, and less than 4 months later, it felt like he had a brand new shoulder. He got his life back. He was able to be active, lift weights, wakeboard, surf, and hold his daughter without his arm burning. It was life-changing for him. Since then, we have helped doctors all over the country add regenerative medicine and human cell and tissue therapy into their practices, and we've delivered over 21,000 human cell and tissue therapies with amazing results for the patients and the practices. Now, too many companies out there want you to take all the risk to bring something like this into your practice. I know how stressful this is. The stress it causes financially at home, it can be devastating. That's why we made the decision to change the way we do business. Our cash regenerative medicine integration program is fast, affordable, and we will take most of the risk and share the profits with you. The whole time you will help patients get better. We want to see more doctors and medical professionals become successful, and we want to see you helping more patients and making an impact on your community. We don't want to see you struggling financially. For many doctors, taking home an additional $5,000 per month would add value to your lives and give you some breathing room. Many of the doctors we work with take home 3 to 4 times that in extra cash each month, and we would like to show you how to do the same. We believe humanity needs doctors who genuinely care for their patients and who are willing to give them the options that allow their bodies to naturally repair and regenerate. If you believe what we believe, and what we've shared with you in this video, we may be a good fit for each other. We've made all the mistakes and literally paved the way. Let us help you avoid all the mistakes and expense. We believe we have the best cash regenerative medical integration system available, and we believe we can help you. If you want to know more, just watch the video and let's talk. Most of the people we speak with and meet us tell us they struggle with medical integration or adding regenerative medicine into their practice in 3 main areas. Number 1, having the money to do it. Number 2, having the time to do it. And number 3, knowing how to do it legally and correctly. Traditional thinking in our industry says that you must work harder and see more patients to achieve success financially. Traditional thinking says that the only way to get ahead is to help more patients and make more money through increased work, which means longer hours and more work for you. Then and only then will you have the financial means to achieve success and peace of mind to take time off to enjoy your life. While this work harder and see more patients option may help you make more money, there's a problem. You are still the only person making the success possible. And since you don't have the freedom you need to enjoy your life, then you must work hard all the time. And what do you do if you get sick or injured? The old way has you working harder to make more money, but there's a better way to do things. We're here to show you how to learn to build a team so that you work less, help more patients, and make more money. We're here to show you how to integrate your practice during this webinar. Then we will show you how we can do it for you for the same price or less than our competitors. In fact, we're going to give you all the steps that you will need to take if you want to do it yourself. Why? Well, because we believe you shouldn't have to pay $62,000 for a manual and videos and then do all the hard work yourself. Our goal for you today is 3 things. First, we want to help doctors who want to help more patients and make more money. Number 2, we want to help people who really want to change the health of their patients and who want to help the people of their community. And last, we want to help you have the financial means and the peace of mind to take time off with your family and friends while your practice grows and thrives, all without spending more time in the practice and spending more money on outrageously expensive and complicated systems that don't even work. My goal in this video is this: We want to show you how cash regenerative medicine integration can change your practice and your life. We want to show you how you can partner with us to make this easy to do and how to do it correctly and legally. The only way and the best way to do this is through our done-for-you cash regenerative medicine partnership. Our team includes medical doctors, nurse practitioners, and nurses from across the country who work together to bring the best practices for patient care. And we are focused on providing the best care for their patients. Our team have been part of regenerative care for over 7 years and have delivered over 21,000 human cell and tissue therapies. We have successfully integrated over 80 clinics in the United States, provided more than 21,000 regenerative therapies, and our clients make money. And when they follow our system, they help more patients. We only do business when everyone involved can win. It's that simple. If everyone doesn't win, then we don't do business. That means the patient must win, the community must win, the doctor or medical professional we work with must win, and our team wins. Everyone wins, or we don't do business. That's our promise to you. Now, we saw a problem and we wanted to help. 6 years ago, we realized that many doctors, including me, were losing money and losing ground in the industry. We were caught in this race of seeing more patients for less money. Most of the doctors we knew couldn't even take vacation time to spend with their families and emotionally recharge. If they did, it was at a significant loss of revenue. Some of the hardest hit would even use time off for continuing education instead of rest and relaxation. We realized that what every doctor needed was a trained and empowered team in their office, helping their patients and offering services that the people of their community wanted and needed. Doctors need a team of medical experts, practicing legally in their scope of medicine, who are generating revenue even when the doctor isn't in the office. We knew that cash regenerative medicine was a great option for most doctors. We knew that it was also expensive, time-consuming, and hard to do it correctly and legally. We thought, what if there was a company that could do this for you? What if we could partner with you, and it made sense because the new services being offered would provide excellent patient care and return on investment? That's why we created Regen Health Solutions and Synergy to provide an affordable, easy, and profitable way for doctors to integrate regenerative cash services into their practices. How does this apply to you? If you're one of the doctors we just described who is working hard every day seeing more patients to get ahead, and if you are one of those doctors who uses your time off to go to continuing education instead of having time with family and friends for rest and relaxation, or if you're just stuck in a rut and looking for something new, then the Cash Regenerative Medical Integration Partnership that RHSS offers could be just what you're looking for. Dr. Roadhouse told me that when he had his first patient start day, that his wife was mad at him for signing up with our program. Then he did the math on what he made that day, and he told me that his wife would definitely forgive him because he was in positive revenue on his first day. Let's talk about what we'll cover. How to have regenerative medical integration done for you for less than the price of doing it yourself. We'll show you how it literally pays you to partner with RHSS. And I'll give you an example of people who have proven our model with a result of 6 to 7-figure growth in cash sales for their practices. We'll show you how only 2 cash regenerative service options are just the start of something that can be life-changing for you, your family, your practice, your community, and your bank account. Regeneration background. Some doctors might think integration is expensive. It can be, but it's not when you partner with us. It's one of the best investments you'll ever make. Let me tell you a quick story. At the very start of this business, we decided that we were going to be the proof of our business model. We were going to do it for our practice, what we believed and promised we could do for others. So we used our team to medically integrate our practice and add regenerative medicine. We let our team do it all. We've listed the steps here below, and we will show you all the steps to integrate. And then we'll actually give you a summary integration guide if you decide to fill out a survey at the end of the video to see if this is a good fit for you, your practice, and for us. Here's the list of what you'll need to medically integrate. Form a new corporation and obtain a new tax ID based on the recommendation of your attorney and accountant. Create a separate business checking account attached to your new company. Spend time training for the new integrative services you'll offer. Check state laws and statutes for multiple specialty setup. Depending on your scope of medicine, have an attorney draft or review medical doctor and nurse practitioner employment documents. When necessary, have the attorney draft or review collaborating medical doctor and nurse practitioner agreements. Where necessary, hire a headhunter to find a collaborating medical doctor or NP. Screen the candidates that respond. Establish and pay malpractice coverage for regenerative medicine services. When necessary, file NP collaborative agreements with the State Board of Nursing. Establish standards of care agreements for the providers in your clinic. Have a compliance officer or attorney review standards of care agreement. Where necessary, obtain approval from the collaborating medical doctor to order medical supplies. Create a medical supply list that comply with state guidelines for securing supplies. Determine what medical supplies you will need to perform procedures. Purchase or develop an electronic health record system with regenerative medical exam and note templates for the NP and the MD. Train staff on billing and collections on regenerative practices. Train staff on billing and collections of regenerative services. Train staff on integrative scheduling and office procedures. Train the NP on human cell and tissue therapy. Train your NP on myofascial injections. Train the NP on intra-articular injections. Train the NP on the value of wellness care. Train the NP on holistic medicine. Train on new holistic and/or natural treatments being utilized in your office. Make sure your medical team is available to answer the NP's patient therapy questions. Negotiate pricing for new vendor services. Make sure your MD signs off on the appropriate number of NP charts per month. Pay for continuing education seminars and travel for your NP. Have your integrative documentation approved by a compliance officer. Manage your MD and NP complaints and human resource related issues. And spend a lot of your own time and money. When this is all done, not by me, but by the team, my NP started seeing patients and generating revenue, and it was often on days where I wasn't even in the office. Here's some testimonials. Jay, who brought in high six-figure dollar amounts per year to his practice. I signed on a little over a year ago when I was starting to branch out into stem cell therapy in my office. I picked them because the integration process seemed like it was going to be much more seamless with them. So I've been with them for over a year. I've had great success. My practice has grown. It is probably up by a couple 100% last year over the previous year. The reason that this has been so helpful to me is that I'm a doctor. I don't know a lot of the laws that are involved with integration or malpractice when it comes to having a nurse practitioner or an MD or MD oversight with stem cell procedures and things like that. So it was a no-brainer for me and probably one of the best things I've ever done. Dr. Brady Weirick, who's doing 7 figures a year. Hi, I'm Dr. Brady Weirick, and I want to share a little bit with you about my experience. So I practiced functional medicine and functional neurology for about 12 years, and by the time stem cells came around, I knew it was something I wanted to get into. But I faced this gigantic legal hurdle of, how do I do that with the current licensing that I have? I looked into regenerative medicine along with a couple other companies just based on recommendations that friends had been giving, and I did feel the most comfortable proceeding forward with this team. I have not regretted that decision since then. If I had to do it all over again, I would. They've been great. That's my story, so thank you. Now, you might be asking yourself this question, that all sounds good, but how do I afford all that? Or maybe, I don't understand how cash regenerative medicine integrated services will allow me to make the kind of money you're describing. We'll show you how it literally pays you to partner with us. The truth is that most doctors don't think that they have the time or money to integrate, or they would have done it already. That's why a successful and easy integration should be affordable, and it should literally pay for itself, and it also shouldn't take that much of your time. That's why we partner with you. Our experienced team will help you, and we partner with you to make it easy. We also work with teams who help you market and bring in new patients that you can help. Let's do the math together. I'm going to use 50% net revenue because we want to make sure that I'm under-promising and underestimating, and if the numbers still look good, then you know that's as safe as possible. We are only going to use 2 examples of regenerative cash services. There's more if you want them, but let's just look at the 2 to see if it makes sense for you to medically integrate. Human cell and tissue therapy, commonly called stem cell therapy, is a big deal right now. It offers incredible options for patient care and revenue. So let's do the math on this. The average cost of tissue therapy or stem cell therapy is around $4,000 per joint, or about $4,000 per cc. Let's assume that you can only help 10 people each month. So 10 times 4,000 is $40,000. $40,000 times 0.5 is $20,000 net for the month, and that's after the cost of staff, supplies, and marketing. As a partner with us, you keep 33% of that revenue, or $6,600. Now we're going to share something with you. Most of our doctors don't charge $4,000. They charge more, so the numbers I'm using here are lower than most partners see. Our average client provides 24 therapies a month, so let's do the math on that. 24 times 4,000 is $96,000. So half of $96,000 is $48,000. And a third of $48,000 is $15,840 per month. And ask yourself this question: what if you're better than average? We have doctors that do 50 to 100 therapies per month. Every part of this care, this therapy is based on serving the patient, educating the patient, and making your community a healthier place to be. When that happens, revenue grows and everyone wins. Other companies charge $50,000 to $62,000 for just the manual and videos you need to integrate, and then they make you do all the steps yourself. As a partner with us, we have an extremely low investment that you make, and we do all the heavy lifting to make sure that you make excellent revenue, often in your first month after you get started. Now you might be saying to yourself right now, I don't have the time. I'm too busy, I don't have the time. If you only knew how busy I was. Well, I know you're too busy. I really do, because I was you. I want to make sure I do it right. I understand that, and that's why we're offering to partner with you to make sure that you do it correctly and legally. That's why we do the heavy lifting for you. That's why we have a step-by-step program to help you get started so your team can see patients and start generating revenue. The best part is our team does most of these steps for you. We make sure it's done right so that you're doing things legally. We've often heard potential clients say, I can't do all this by myself, let alone do it correctly. And you're right. It's not realistic for you to be able to do it right and legally correct without help. Each state is different, and there are nuances required to make sure legal integration in your practice is set up correctly and legally are not easy to figure out without help. Regenerative medical integration changes constantly, and doing it all yourself is almost impossible. That's why you need a team to help you. Each state has very specific requirements in order for you to integrate legally. Now, some people also think, I'll save money and I'll do it myself. I'm smart, I can figure it out. Well, you're absolutely welcome to do that, and that's why we gave you the list previously for free that tells you all the steps that you need to do. So if you are fully capable of doing it yourself, that's awesome. We celebrate that with you. We want to see you help and serve more patients. But if you're like so many of the other people we've spoken to, and you're also saying, I don't know how to do it legally and correctly, well, that's why we're here. And that's why this option is being presented to you. If you don't want to spend all the time and money to do it yourself, then we can partner with you. The truth. Depending on your scope of medicine experience, it can take from 6 months to a year and cost over $75,000 to do it yourself. And that's if you get it right. Let's take a minute and let me ask you the question. Are you enjoying the webinar so far? I hope you are, and we've got more. So far we've covered how to partner with us to make this successful for less than doing it yourself. We'll show you how you can have our team take the tedious part of integration off your hands. We will make sure that you are set up legally and correctly in your state. So who wants to take things to the next level? Introducing the done-for-you cash regenerative integration system, where regenerative medical integration services are made affordable, easy, and legal. Done-for-you cash regenerative medicine is all about my team and I, who are here to help you so that you can help more patients and make more money, and so you have the financial means and peace of mind to enjoy life and to accomplish your goals. Your practice can grow and thrive, and you can start earning money through pre-sales as soon as you have a start date. You can do this without spending more time in the practice or spending more money on outrageously expensive and complicated programs and systems that don't even work. Here's the help that you'll get from us. Forming a new corporation and obtaining a new tax ID based on the recommendation of your attorney or accountant. Creating a separate business checking account attached to your new company. Spending time training for the new integrative services you'll offer. Checking state laws and statutes for multi-specialty setup. And depending on the scope of your practice, having an attorney draft or review MD and NP employment documents. Where necessary, have an attorney draft or review collaborating MD and NP agreements. And where necessary, hire a headhunter to find a collaborating MD or NP. Screen candidates that respond. Establish and pay malpractice coverage for regenerative medicine services. Where necessary, file NP collaborative agreements with the State Board of Nursing. Establish standards of care agreements for the providers in your clinic. Have a compliance officer or attorney review standards of care agreement. Where necessary, obtain approval from the collaborating MD to order medical supplies. Create a medical supplies list that will comply with state guidelines for securing those supplies. Determine what medical supplies you'll need to perform procedures. Purchase or develop an electronic health record system with regenerative medical exam and note templates for the NP and MD. Train staff on billing and collections of regenerative services. Train staff on integrative scheduling and office procedures. Train your NP on human cell and tissue therapy. Train your NP on myofascial injections. Train your NP on interarticular injections. Train your NP on the value of wellness care. Train your NP on holistic medicine. Train on new holistic and/or natural treatments being utilized in your office. Make sure your medical team is available to answer the NP's patient therapy questions. Negotiate pricing for new vendor services. Make sure your MD signs off on the appropriate number of NP charts per month. Pay for continuing education seminars and travel for your NP. Have your integrative documentation approved by a compliance officer. Manage your MD and NP complaints and human resource related issues. All the steps I just shared with you are done by our team working with you except steps 1 and 2. This program is really for doctors who want to grow their business and have the freedom to enjoy their lives. Many doctors think that they can work harder and see more patients, and that will be the best way to grow their practices and increase revenue. The problem is that kind of thinking makes you a slave to your practice, and if something happens, then what do? It also means that you cannot grow any bigger than what you can do alone. Let's take a look at what you're getting with RHSS, which is a $75,000 value. First, the tools. You will receive what we've used to help all doctors before you, but the best part is our team will do most of the work so you can stay focused on your existing patients. We will also be here to help you every step of the way. You will get all of the resources, but while you are going through these resources and training, our team will be hard at work making sure that you are integrated quickly, correctly, and legally. You'll have an overview of what our team is doing, but remember, our team will be doing all of this for you. Getting started, getting or training an MD, nurse practitioner, or RN, setting up a collaborating MD where necessary, follow-up, providing template exam and therapy notes, room setup. We'll take care of training day. It's time to help patients and make money. With these tools, you can get rid of long hours of training videos, confusing compliance documents, and tons of paperwork headaches. Problem solved. Our team will save you tons of time in paperwork and contracts, and our process will give you your time and your life back. This program will save you over 300 hours and at least $75,000. You might be thinking this is all too much for me to do with my busy schedule. You're right. It can honestly be overwhelming, and that's why our team does most of the work for you. You will receive access to the updated easy training website we've used to help all the doctors before you, but the best part is that our team will do most of the work so you can stay focused on your existing patients. We will also be here to help you every step of the way. You also get access to our team with a combined 60 years of successful experience so that we can help you whenever you need it. Our program works because we've taken the hard parts and we have our team do them for you. The small parts that you have to do, we help you with each step of the way. We've been successfully doing this for over 7 years, and we've taken all the lessons we've learned and put them to work for you. We've spent over a year and over $1 million developing this system, and then we've proven it over and over for the last 7 years. Just as it is faster for someone to follow a trail that's been made by someone else before them, it is easier for our clients to take action and achieve success when we show you the path to take, and then drive you to the location where you want to be. We have already discovered how to successfully bring regenerative medicine into practices, and we can do it for you too. Keep this in mind. First, partner with us and let us make this easy for you. And number 2, it's easier for you when our team does most of the heavy lifting for you. And lastly, we make sure you are set up quickly, legally, and correctly. We are only accepting a limited number of partners in each area. Now we just need to find out if we're a good fit for each other. We need to know if your practice qualifies for the services that we provide. We only want to work with practices where we know that we can create a win for your patients, a win for your community, a win for you, and a win for us all. We believe if we create a win for your patients, your community, and for you, then we will win too. That is the only type of business that we are interested in doing. We've done the math on integrated services and revenue potential. So here's what you get with our program. You will receive access to the updated easy training website we've used to help all the doctors before you. But the best part is our team will do most of the work so you can stay focused on your existing patients. We will also be here to help you every step of the way. If you ask our competitors, they will offer you a program that shows you how to do it all yourself, and then they will charge you about twice as much, $60,000 or more. Our program works because we've taken the hard parts and we have our team do them for you. And the small part that you have to do, we help you with each step of the way. We've been successfully doing this for over 7 years, and we've taken all the lessons we've learned and put them to work for you, which is over a $75,000 value. Now, obviously, I'm not asking you to buy anything. In fact, I just gave you the steps to do it yourself in this webinar. If you're interested, then we still need to know if we're a good fit for each other. If all this video did for you was allow you to help more patients, then would it be worth it? If all this video did was help you to make more money, would it be worth it? If all this video did was allow you to be free to spend more time with your family and friends and not be tied to your practice, would it be worth it? If all this video did was leave you knowing that your business was set up correctly and legally, would it be worth it? With the knowledge I have in this industry, I only had two choices. First, make it available for other doctors, and two, make it valuable for other doctors and everyone involved. Now, what would it be worth to you if I could do all that I've promised in this video? So if you were able to help more patients and make more money, what would that be worth to you? How about if you could have the financial means and peace of mind to take time off with your families and friends while your practice grows and thrives? What would that be worth to you? Here are the two choices. First, the hard way. You do all the work of integration yourself. It costs you $60,000 for the manual and the videos, plus $15,000 in additional expenses, plus a lot of your time and effort if everything works out correctly. If not, it often costs well over $100,000. Or choice number two, the better, easier choice. Done for you integration where we partner together with you. You're not going to pay $75,000. You're not going to pay $50,000. You're not going to pay $35,000. We are going to customize a plan specifically for what your practice needs. This could cost you less than $5,000 to partner with us. And here's a special. If you fill out the survey after this webinar, and if we're a good fit for each other, then we will put together a custom option specifically designed for you. And as I promised before, we will even show you how to make money in the first month when you start. Now you've got two choices. Stay where you are and keep doing what you're doing, where you work harder to make more money, or work with us and let us build a team that works for you to make more money and help more patients even when you aren't there. Our guarantee. We have been helping practices integrate since 2013 and have specialized in regenerative medicine since 2016, and we will bring our expertise and put it to work for you. Integration used to cost you $35,000, then $50,000, and now it's over $60,000. Why has a manual got so much more expensive? The cost of paper sure hasn't gone up that much. Seriously, why does it cost so much? And that's not all. You still need to pay to recruit providers, pay attorneys to review agreements, file the documents with state boards, pay for travel for your NP and MD to be trained, pay for malpractice and much more, and all this in addition to your manual and video costs. Regen Health Solutions and Synergy is so different that I feel like it's comparing apples to oranges. Not only is our startup fee less than the other manual and video guys who make you do all the hard stuff yourself, but we do most of the hard work for you. We are here to help you succeed. We are here to give you the resources you need to help more patients and help your community. We have spoken to doctors who've tried to do the manual and video way, and many of them weren't started after 8 months or more. These weren't doctors who usually struggled. These were very successful doctors. There's a better and easier way, and we are here to help you. Don't let this happen to you, and don't let this be your story. The real question is it worth investing a few minutes of your time to see if we are a good match by filling out the survey and talking with us? Even if it only does half of what I've claimed today, it will pay for itself and you can start earning money faster than doing it yourself. And as if this wasn't amazing already, don't forget the bonuses I promised that help you get started faster and easier. The direct-to-patient consult program, which is a $5,000 value. Approved and vetted labs who meet the standards set by our healthcare attorneys, a $5,000 value. I'll show you how to pay off your startup costs before seeing your first patient, a $5,000 value to the first 25 practices that partner with us. And we'll provide successful marketing strategies that allow you to help more patients and generate additional revenue, a $10,000 value. Take advantage of our years of trial and error and over $1 million we've spent learning to do this right. Our team will do most of the work for you. You might be thinking you can't afford this, but with the partnership option and the bonus courses that teach you how to generate revenue before seeing your first patient, there's no reason why you can't get started. This alone is worth the investment you're looking to make. Keep this thought in mind. Money is good, but money plus working with the right team while you help more patients safely and legally is even better. It's time for you to take the next step. Fill out the short survey below this video and let's talk. We want to make sure we are the right fit for each other. The decision is now in your hands, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.